Hey up. So today I've been for my Mod 4, the last bit of my licensing journey so far. But yeah, went to do my CPC Mod 4. Went back over to see the ABC guys. Been a fairly straightforward morning. Watched some videos, had a bit of a chat with the fellas, and then did a test. So yeah, the examiner, who was Kev, the other chap that owns ABC, not Chris. I might have got a gob, well I didn't get a gob for him now, but he put his sixpenneth in there because it's a partnership and not just one chap that owns it. So I'm just going to go through what I was asked as part of my CPC. So you get tested on like 5 categories. And basically I picked a card and it was number 3, and then he asked me the questions that goes through it. So section 1 was the ability to load the vehicle in due regard, being safe and whatnot. So I got asked all about, you know, how I make sure that the load that I'm carrying is within the safe limits. So naturally I went through doing the visual checks, you know, checking the tyres and the suspension, making sure that it's a happy suspension, not a sad suspension. Making sure the tyres are correctly inflated and whatnot, make sure that the back 2 tyres weren't kissing in the middle, and then went on to show him the weight plate and stuff that's in the cab. There is a name for that, but I can't remember out off the top of my head. And then sort of check that gross weight within the actual weight of the truck, which left what, 4.5 tons, and checking that with the paperwork and whatnot. So yeah, for that one I got 20%. I managed to get all of the points for that one. The next section's about the security of the vehicle. So I got asked about, you know, I've parked in, where would I park if I needed to park? If I needed to go to loo or something and I pulled somewhere, where would I park? So I kind of went through what I'd do. So I said that I'd pick a well-lit lorry park, preferably with CCTV. I'd make sure that all the doors were locked, that the fuel cap and everything was locked, that the trailer doors and stuff were secure, put padlocks on it. I even mentioned about putting the wire round the curtain sides, which was all right. So yeah, I got 20% for that and all. The next one was the ability to prevent criminality and trafficking in illegal immigrants. So at this point, he'd asked, you know, you've just come through a port at Dover. What are you going to check before coming back through customs? So I went round and did like a full lorry check. You know, started off at the front to make sure, you know, to have a look for any smuggled drugs or anything in all the nooks and crannies. I lifted the bonnet of the tractor unit to have a good gander in there, anything that could have been hidden, just to double check. And then proceeded to go around, checking the wheel arches, checking inside the cabin, the seats and everything, checking for any loose panels. And effectively, I did that all the way around, which was quite good. And I got 20% for that one as well. The ability to assess emergency situations. I can't remember what I got asked for that. Oh, I do. It was the ability to, it was, no, what was it? Come on. I got asked, you suspect a brake failure, what would you do? So naturally I pumped the brake pedal to get rid of all the air in the system, turned the engine back on, waited for that to, the compressor to refill everything, and then went around. Before I came away, I turned the engine off and give the brake pedal a bit of a push, and listened for any sort of air leaks, and then went round the trailer and had a listen for air leaks. So quite simple for that one. I got 20% for that one as well. And the ability to prevent physical risk, which was the last category. For this one, it was the daily walk around check. So I had my little card, you know, that says, you know, you're checking your wipers and you're checking the cabin and you're checking for any warning lights and all that kind of stuff. So essentially I went around and did a walk around check. You know, first things first, put the card in, the tacho, to make sure that's on there and recording the time, because, you know, technically speaking, you don't want to be moving that vehicle for 15 minutes so that you get a good walk around check. And essentially I went round and explained and showed what I was doing at the same time. So in the end up we got 20% for that one as well. The total percentage, no, I didn't get 20% for that one. It's marked as 100% for it. That last question I got like 18%, but it rounds up to the nearest 5, because I missed something. I can't remember what it is now, because, well, yeah, I've driven home and had a bit of a nap since. So yeah, did pass. Got us pink certificate. That'll go straight through to DVSA, I think it goes through to. And yeah, touch wood now, I can actually start applying for some jobs, which is what I've been doing this afternoon. So yeah, super happy. I am absolutely ecstatic to be able to get on and, you know, start applying and be generally qualified, although trying to find somewhere that's going to take new drivers is quite a challenge, but, you know, never say never. Never say never. But yeah, I really can't complain. I'm absolutely over the moon. Naturally, a big shout out to Kev, the guy that sort of did the test for us this morning, the other guy that owns the company, and whatnot. What I'm going to be doing over the next couple of weeks, probably, I've already designed the ABC truck and trailer for Eurotruck, and I'm going to be uploading that to Steam in the next couple of days. I think I've got some pictures, I might just put them there so that you can have a gander. And also, I'm going to design, and I have designed, the reversing parking exercise for Module 3A so that I can put that on TruckSim. Might just help a few folk to actually practice what they're going to be doing in the exam. I know that it helped me practicing and reversing on Eurotruck using the steering wheel and whatnot. Really did help, and you know, it was commented on, you know, have you done this, you know, have you done this before? And it wasn't until I explained, actually I've been on Eurotruck, so that has helped massively. So yeah, watch this space, that's probably what's coming next. I will keep you updated on how the job hunt's going and whether we get one, and, you know, where that's going to be, and whether they'll actually allow me to continue making this sort of stuff without me getting the sack for bringing the company and distribute and all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, I'm going to sign off. Thank you very much for following along. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that jazz. Drop us a comment with any questions. I'll be happy to answer them. And yeah, if you could bob us a follow on the other social media platforms as well, that'd be grand. That'd be grand. Hey, before I finish, if you want to get exclusive access to the behind the scenes sort of footage about what I've been doing and what I'm getting up to, by all means join us on Patreon. I think the membership's about £1 or something. It was as cheap as I could put it, but that'll get you access to sort of behind the scenes footage and all that kind of stuff, and general surprises. So yeah, take it steady, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.